Welcome to the Southern Ocean! Ah! No, not quite. Welcome to the Southern Hemisphere, at least. The Southern Hemisphere. This is where I was born, and I'm the only sailor in this race that was born down here. And this is super cool. It's my 10th equator crossing, so that starts to be a lot. And yeah, this is super cool. Also, what a beautiful day. You can see bright sunny sky, blue everywhere. The boat just cruising along, and here set up my little super cool trim system. I'll show you that in a second. And so I'm sitting here underneath my window, normally listening to music, trimming, keeping the boat on its good angle, and now I get to have a little drink of rum. So this is the first time since the start of the race, and so as tradition befits, well, it's a drink for me. That is tasty. A little drink for the boat. Enjoy that. And of course, a drink for Neptune.
But seriously though, aside from the rum, life is spectacular on board MS Evelyn right now. And that's because I have so much power, I don't know what to do with it. With this beautiful sunny sky, the solar panels are just charging a go-go. We've got several hours of sunshine still to go, and we're already at 100%. So I've been using that extra power to stream music, listen to music, to make fresh water. So I've been doing some laundry, and got some clean shorts here. They smell amazing, certainly better than I do at the moment. But clean shorts with fresh water, that's amazing. And life is good. So this is how I spend my days. Doing laundry, drinking, trimming, listening to music, and certainly doing my best to get back into this race. So, wish me luck.
Hello Sea Wolves, and welcome back to the show. I hope that Conrad is okay there. He is a vegetarian, I think, or even vegan, so probably just didn't eat enough this morning before taking that swag of rum there. Pretty cool to see though. And in his defense, after he felt a little bit better again, he actually showed us some really cool, kind of sailing geeking stuff that he's working on. Check it out.
Normally, on a winch, the rope goes around the drum several times and then goes up into the self-tailing unit and then goes in here. And that means that every time that you want to ease, normally you have to take out the winch handle and then take it out of the top wrap and then ease and then put it back in. And that can be quite laborious, certainly when solo sailing, and certainly when you're trying to make regular trimming, because I am in attack mode here, trying to catch up with my other jaggedboard buddies. And so what's super cool here, and this, I admit, I borrowed this from Alex Thompson's boat. I saw it 4 years ago in one of his videos, is that I've got a little can cleat here with a bungee that goes down to the bottom of the boat and then out to the side. And that allows me to ease without going through the self-sailor. And then it provides enough traction that when I winch, and it works out perfectly there. So, giving my secrets away here, but I'm quite confident that none of my other competitors can make that during the race. So, happy to give those away. But this is cool. I get to sit up here at the top of the boat and just quite happily winch away, keeping the boat on its perfect heel angle to be fully powered up.
Of course, we only poke fun at people that we like, right? So that's important to realize. Well, Holes, I hope that you're ready for a beautiful Sunday, because it's happening right now. Some sailors are catching the bus, others are missing the bus, unfortunately. We're going to talk about all of it. But first, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cheers to a beautiful Sunday. Some nice Earl Grey in there. I already had a bit too much coffee this morning. So, the bus. Everybody's been talking about it for the last 24 hours. And well, we got some good news, we got some bad news. The first really good news, actually for all of you at home as well, is that Vendee now has a plugin again, which means that if you click menu here on your Vendee and you say install Vendee plugin, and then you select the VendeeGlobe 2024 tracker, then you actually get the, well, it's not exactly real time, there is a slow delay on the AIS position still, but you get a very nice picture of the actual locations of the sailors, which of course is going to help us a lot to make more accurate predictions and analysis. So that's very good news for everybody who is watching the race right now. Very cool. And well, to dive right in,
Sunday morning on board the Sim PRV, and we are at the nav station. Sorry, it is a bit busy because the boat is pretty fast and the foils are noisy. So just to explain you a bit the weather situation for the next few days, we have, this is my screen here, we have a low pressure developing here and traveling southeast this way, and we are here. And the goal is to use the north wind, north-northwest wind on the north side of the low pressure to move southeast to cross the South Atlantic. And at the same time here there will be a high pressure system developing, so we don't want to be catch up by the light wind in the high pressure. So probably we will not be able to cross all the South Atlantic with this low pressure, and at one stage we will have to jibe and to head to south to catch some west wind. But for now we are quite happy, we have good wind to sail fast.
Hey, that's it, I'm here and I have the wind I have. I can't change that, and we only have the wind to get forward, so there's not more to do. The outlook is catastrophic. It looks like we are losing this low pressure early on, like Tuesday I think, and the others rattle on to Cape Town. And then I would drive south and wait for the next low pressure in the Southern Ocean. Be on a different route, being in a different weather system, so I don't get given a chance to show the potential of this boat downwind and breeze, because also the low pressure is relatively weak and soft, small and gentle. There won't be a big sea stay. It will be perfect for the high-speed boats with the flat hulls. So all that is not positive, but I stay calm. And like Francis Ruyant told me once when we did the Trophy Jules Verne, he said, "On n'est jamais à l'abri d'une bonne surprise." We're never, you know, there can always be a good surprise. And I'm sure that the race is so long, I can catch up in the south, and I will. So stay tuned. Don't be, you know, this is a race where we need to be patient. The fruit will come at the end.
So the first group, if they manage to catch this, if we take a little bit more distance, it really is something quite special to see how this low pressure is just moving straight through the field, straight south, taking them right towards that edge of the ice exclusion zone. So that's kind of what you're seeing here. They also included that in the Vendee app, so that's really nice to see the boundary where the skippers cannot go. And it's going to just provide them a very, very quick ride down. But what for the second group? Because it is going to be very complicated, guys. Like, look at, so we're kind of Samantha Davis. Well, Samantha might still make it in there. But I think Clarice, Boris, it's going to be just on or just off. So what are they going to do after? Now, if we look at the possibilities, so say that they miss kind of this area of it and just can't get there in time for it to move off. What is going to happen then? So we can see that the upper side here, at least till about 5 o'clock tomorrow, this whole upper area here looks pretty good, right? So they can still use that for strong winds. And we have this bit of a ridge in here, kind of sweeping after the low, which has no wind at all. So they're definitely going to want to avoid that. However, what then? So over the next 24 hours, still pretty good, but we see that a lot of light stuff kind of later. And so the area where they are going to be then is going to sort of be this area, you know, roughly, like not so far down, more like sort of this area of it. But you can see that that's going to be very tricky. And if we look sort of more south there, it's also not a sector that has like deliberately a lot of wind. If we had another 24 hours, we see it strengthening a little bit. So then this particular ridge again could be quite, yeah, even though it's not like the strong winds that the rest of them will have. So, you know, they're going to have some real strong winds in that low, but not here. But that ridge probably looks like a better option to go like straight there. And then if we go even further in time, we see again some light winds, but that ridge kind of continuing here. So if we take on that whole picture, so now, and we zoom out a little bit, just to make it a little bit more clear for you guys. So we have the front group. The front group is going to hook in here, and they're going to ride that swirl down. Let me delete that again. But if we fast forward, what is the next best option? And I think maybe that is going to be kind of the upper ridge here on top, even though it's not ideal, like it's far from ideal. There's a good chance that they'll have some low winds there, but I still think, looking at it right now, so if we run back to the wind again, so take a good look here, because they could make an option like Boris is talking about, maybe let's just go down south. So that means, you know, a more southern route, waiting for the next low to kind of roll through, right? And you can see that next low kind of starting up here already, so coming up. So trying to make the connection there as it's coming up. But you can see that particularly unlucky, we have this other area with just very low wind in there, kind of blocking that path. And so all in all, it looks to me like the upper route here is actually, as you see, another giant field of just not much wind there, while that strip that I drawn is actually, I think, more doable over the next 3-4 days. So I'll be very curious to see what the skippers, like, it depends very much on their local routing. But for my part, what Boris said, like, let's go south, I wonder if not they will actually stick with the exact same route as the foilers who make it into that low. The only difference being that being inside that low will give any skippers inside there just a very nice, like almost jealous making, you know, 23, 24, if they can just stick in there, it will be just an amazing part. We can count on maybe on Ruyant's speed record over 24 hours being broken again, because there's low wind around, and then there's this low pressure zone with a bit more wind going through. So we're going to have relatively flat seas again, with just this wind coming in, bringing them over this flat sea. So there's a good chance that it's going to be perfect circumstances for another 24-hour speed record again. A lot of people are saying that maybe the 600 mile, because now it's like 550 something, and I think there is still space for them to actually make it to maybe 600 miles in 24 hours. Well, that would be a doozy if they make it there. And that's also faster than the fully crewed record, which I don't actually know what it stands on, but I know that the fully crewed record is still a little bit faster than the solo one. But theoretically, of course, a full crew can push the boat harder. On the other hand, you have 3 people less, sometimes 4 people less on the boat, so there's a lot less weight. So if everything is tuned well and you can hang on there pushing the boat hard enough, it could be possible that the solo record will actually outpace the multi-crew record, which will be in itself very much to prove that what the engineers have been doing over the last 4 years, increasing the average speeds of these boats through the just much better performance of the foils, is a massive game changer. I mean, look at just now already the distance between all of the non-foilers and the foilers. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. It's something like 400, 500 miles in the like at the shortest end of it. So that is just crazy as far as how the difference is going now for that. Yeah, and so I guess that's the analysis for today. What will the skippers do? Will they take the upper route? Will they take the lower, much more treacherous route? I'll be very curious to see what they will do. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think that the second group of skippers who don't make it to the bus is going to do. Be curious to see your insights and enjoy your weekend. By the way, thank you all very much for your support, and I hope you liked our new lighting setup, because that's thanks to your support. We invested in a little bit some studio lighting here to improve the overall visual quality, so I hope you guys like it. And again, have a nice Sunday and see you in 24 hours. Ciao, ciao!